Did you know the moon is drifting away from Earth? Or that a day on Venus is longer than a year? And yes, there are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. Prepare to be amazed by these incredible space facts. 1. The moon is moving away from Earth. The moon is slowly moving away from Earth at a rate of about 3.8 centimeters per year due to the gravitational interaction between the Earth and the moon. In a billion years, total solar eclipses might no longer be possible. Scientists believe that the moon was originally about 22,500 kilometers from Earth, but it's now about 384,400 kilometers away. 2. A day in a Venus is longer than a year. Venus has one of the strangest rotations in the solar system. It takes 243 Earth days to complete one full rotation on its axis, making a day on Venus longer than its year, which lasts 225 Earth days. Even more unusual, Venus rotates in the opposite direction of most planets, meaning the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. If you were standing on Venus, the sun would rise and set only once during an entire Venusian year. 3. If you fold a paper 42 times, it would reach the moon. It sounds impossible, but if you could fold a piece of paper just 42 times, it would reach the moon. This is because folding increases the paper's thickness exponentially. Each fold doubles the thickness. After 42 folds, the thickness would reach about 440,000 kilometers, roughly the average distance from Earth to the moon. 4. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. The number of stars in the universe is almost beyond comprehension. Scientists estimate there are around 10 to the power of 24 stars, that's 1 followed by 24 zeros, which is more than the total number of grains of sand on all the beaches and deserts on Earth. If you counted every star at 1 per second, it would take you over 30 trillion years to finish. Most stars are part of galaxies, with the Milky Way alone containing around 200 to 400 billion stars. Yet the Milky Way is just one of an estimated 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. 5. Saturn's moon Titan has rivers and lakes. Saturn's largest moon, Titan, is the only place in the solar system besides Earth with rivers, lakes, and seas on its surface, but they're not filled with water. Instead, Titan's lakes and rivers are made of liquid methane and ethane due to the moon's extremely cold surface temperature of about -179 degrees Celsius. Titan's thick atmosphere, rich in nitrogen and methane, creates a unique methane cycle similar to Earth's water cycle, with methane evaporating, forming clouds, and raining back down to fill the lakes and rivers. 6. The Sun holds 99.86% of the solar system's mass. The Sun dominates our solar system, accounting for 99.86% of its total mass. That means nearly all the mass, more than 330,000 times the mass of Earth, is concentrated in the Sun, which provides the gravity that holds the planets in orbit. Of the remaining 0.14%, Jupiter holds more than 70%, making it more massive than all the other planets combined. Without the Sun's immense gravity, the planets and moons wouldn't stay in orbit, and without Jupiter's mass, the solar system's balance would be completely different. 7. A teaspoon of a neutron star would weigh about 6 billion tons. A neutron star, typically about 20 kilometers in diameter, is incredibly dense. A teaspoon of its material would weigh about 6 billion tons, the same as 1,000 Great Pyramids of Giza. This extreme density comes from the collapse of a massive star's core, where gravity compresses protons and electrons into neutrons. The surface gravity is so intense that if you dropped something from just 1 meter, it would hit the surface at nearly 7.2 million kilometers per hour, about 6% the speed of light. 8. If you could travel at the speed of light, it would still take you 100,000 years to cross the Milky Way galaxy. The Milky Way is about 100,000 light years across, meaning even at the speed of light, around 300,000 kilometers per second, it would take 100,000 years to cross it. Our galaxy contains over 200 billion stars, and our solar system orbits the galactic center at 828,000 kilometers per hour, but it still takes about 230 million years to complete one orbit. Despite its vast size, the Milky Way is just one of trillions of galaxies in the universe. 9. The International Space Station travels at 28,000 kilometers per hour. It orbits the Earth every 90 minutes. The International Space Station, ISS, travels at an incredible speed of 28,000 kilometers per hour, about 7.66 kilometers per second, allowing it to complete one full orbit around Earth in just 90 minutes. This means astronauts on board see 16 sunrises and sunsets every day. The ISS orbits at an altitude of about 420 kilometers, where Earth's gravity is still strong, but the station stays in orbit because its high speed creates a state of constant free fall, essentially falling around the Earth without ever hitting it. 10. No one would hear you. Scream on the moon. If you shouted on the moon, no one would hear you because sound needs a medium like air or water to travel, and the moon has no atmosphere. On Earth, sound travels by vibrating air molecules, but in the vacuum of space, there are no molecules to carry those vibrations. Even if you stood next to someone and screamed, they wouldn't hear a thing, but you could still communicate through radio signals, which don't need a medium to travel. That's just a glimpse of the mind-blowing wonders of the universe. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more amazing facts, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next.